start already? Ladies and gentlemen, we started a little bit early. Sorry about that. Visiting team is the Kaiser Outlaws. At bat right now is number 3, Sammy Vianney. And the pitcher for Ohio Elite is number 5, Dawson Maynard. Just give me a couple seconds here to get caught up as we were trying to get everything done last second and they started the game. Vianney walks to start the game. That'll bring up number 13, Mason Kissamore. On the steal, that'll put him at second base. 1 ball. Set in the pitch. Be ball 2. That'll be a strike. 2 balls and 1 strike with the runner at third base. And he's going to come in on the wild pitch. Stolen base and 2 wild pitches. Brings a run in. That'll make it a full count. And that'll be a strikeout for the first out of the inning. Batter now is number 27, Noah Broadwater. We're at a 2-ball count. One out, 1 run in. Kissamore is attending Tucker County High School in West Virginia.
Are you guys live? I can't find.
3 balls and 1 strike on Kissimmee. My correction on that was Broadwater batting walked.
5-1.
So Broadwater's at first base with the walk. That will bring up number 7, Gunnar Raleigh. Wild pitch will advance to second base. No runner at second base with 1 out. 1 run is in for Kaiser. And the pitch. Up and out. Set in the delivery. It's a walk. 3 walks in the inning with a strikeout mixed in. Walks will get you every time, especially starting off the first inning. So we got runners at first and second with only 1 out. 1 run is in. The batter is number 44, Danny Radish. Danny attends East Fairmont High School. His favorite baseball player is Josh Donaldson, and his favorite athlete is Odell Beckham Jr. Possible college major, he says, will be engineering. Up and in. Two balls. Set and the pitch on the corner. 2-1. It's going to be 3 balls and 1 strike. Umpiring today's game behind the plate is Glenn Morris, and on the bases is Michael Workman. This is our 3rd of 5 games today on this field. They will be live streamed. All 4. They will be on Tournament Time's Facebook page. They will also be on Video Productions' Facebook page, YouTube page, and Twitter page. So the fourth walk of the inning loads the bases with only one out. We have timeout. Coach Doug Williamson out to talk to the pitcher and the team, try and calm him down and get him a little bit more into the zone. The normal head coach is Corey Kubbs. He's also an assistant coach at Mount Vernon Nazarene University in Columbus, Ohio. He's not here today, so Doug will actually be taking over everything. Doug Williamson is the owner of Tournament Time. He and Chad run it. So if any of the universities watching this have any questions, please feel free to reach out to them. They will put you in touch with anything you need, anyone that you need. Looks like we're going to have a the pitcher stay in. There is one out at this point. The batter now is number 2, Brody Whitehair. Here's the set and the pitch. Ball. It's going to be a wild pitch, bringing in the second run of the inning. There'll be another walk, loading bases. And timeout, we should have a pitching change.
Tournament Time Sports invites you to join us for the 2021 season. Take the field against some of the most elite teams in the region: Flood City, Beaver Valley, West Virginia Knuckleheads, and many more. Some of the exciting features of Tournament Time Sports are USSSA sanctioned events, PBR scouted events, state power rankings, and premier venues. Don't miss out on this chance to rub elbows with baseball's best. For more information, visit us at www.tournamenttimesports.com. Tournament Time Sports. Investing in West Virginia's youth baseball.
Just keep me off for a minute. Hey.
Sorry,
We got. What's the count? 2-2. Oops, I just did that, screwed that up. And pitching right now is number 1, I think. You can go ahead and put me off mute. Sorry, my bad. I thought I was still on it. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Sorry for that. It was dealing with a rule question. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Bases loaded, 1 out. We are 2-0 the score. New pitcher right now, number 1, Jaron Glick. And that's a ball 4. That'll bring in the 3rd run. Now batting's going to be number 21, Hayden Jones. Hayden is from Fairmont Senior High School. Says here his favorite baseball player is Juan Soto, and he is interested in engineering. Ball hit to the 3rd base, goes by the 3rd baseman. That's going to bring in at least 1. Play at the plate is safe. Brings in 2. We'll mark that down as a single. We now have runners at 1st and 2nd. 2 more runs are in. Score now is 5-0. The batter is number 11, Ryan Rock. Ryan is from Robert C. Byrd High School. 1 ball. Another ball. 2 balls. Two balls and no strikes with 1 out. 5-0 is the score here in the top of the 1st. Strike on the inside corner. 2 balls and 1 strike. Slow roller at first base. First baseman unassisted and allows the runners to move up. We now have runners 2nd and 3rd with 2 outs. The batter will be number 4, Ethan Miller. Take a picture of it. Got it? One strike at this point. Ball's high. 1 ball, 1 strike. Two outs here in the top of the 1st. Runners on 2nd and 3rd for Kaiser. They have 5 runs in. Set and the delivery. Strike. We're at 1 ball and 2 strikes now. The set and the delivery. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Appear to be a little down. Here's the set and the pitch. Strike 3. That'll end the inning. And in the first, Kaiser gets 5 runs on 1 hit. The rest were walks. Score is Kaiser 5 and Ohio coming to bat. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome here. We're at the 9th annual Battle of the Bats from tournament time here in Clarksburg City Park at Nutter Fort, West Virginia. Frank Loria Stadium, which is the Salem University home field, brand new turf field, amazing shape. Kaiser is a visiting team. Ohio is the home team. Pitching for Kaiser, number 3, Sammy Vianney. The catcher is number 13, Mason Kissamore. Leading off the first for Ohio is going to be number 23, Aiden Slack. All right. Slack, the leadoff batter here. Looking for a way to get on. Try and get some things started. Ball's up, and there's a walk to start the inning. That will bring up the most outstanding player from the first game for Ohio, number 7, Garrett Williamson, was 3 for 3 with a single, double, triple. They're going to need some more things like that back into this game. They're down 5-0 here in the bottom of the first. Kaiser took advantage of some walks in the first inning and some wild pitches and stealing. Here's the ball. One ball. Slack on first base. No outs in the bottom of the first. Pitch outside, 2 balls. Here's the set. Runner stays at first. Outside, we're 3 balls and no strikes. Trio. Set, looks to first, and delivers. There's another hit into the gap for Williamson. It's going to be at least another double for him. That could very well be a triple the way things are going. They're going to throw at third base, but he's safe. Another triple for Williamson. That drives in the first run of the game for Ohio. Batter now is going to be number 5, Dawson Maynard. Pitcher's going to do a full wind at this point with no outs. Runner at third, up 5-1. There's a high pop-up in the infield. Pitcher's going to get underneath of it on third base, and it hits fair, actually. It's going to go as an error on the pitcher, but the runner will remain at third base. No chance to go any advance on that one. Hit the palm of the mitt as Vianney was trying to catch it. Sometimes the turf will do that too. You're not used to running on turf like this. It can be a very different type of field. So there are no outs. Runners at first and third. That will bring up the batter, number 9, Connor Lowe. Runner goes to second. We'll call that defensive indifference instead of a steal. No attempt of a play there. One ball. Ball off the handle for a foul ball. 1 strike. 1-1 the count. These are 7-inning games. However, they are also timed. We have a 1 hour and 50-minute time limit, but it is not what they call drop dead. It will actually finish the inning you're in. It's another ball. 2 balls and 1 strike. And with the length of this first inning, that may very well end up being the case of this game. Underneath of that pitch, nice high fastball. 2 balls and 2 strikes, the count. This Kaiser team is coached by Mike Vianney. 2 balls and 2 strikes, no outs. Ball's up and out. That'll be like a full count. Kaiser wearing the gold uniforms with the white pants. Ohio wearing the blue with white pants. Ball 4. So now have the bases loaded. And coming to bat is going to be number 2, Jacob Vanover. No outs. We have the infield fly rule in effect, less than 2 outs and bases loaded. Ball's a little up. Down in the dirt. Good block by the catcher. Kissamore. 2 balls, no strikes. Here's the windup and the pitch. Full windup with bases loaded. 3 balls now. Three balls and no strikes with no outs. 5-1 here in the bottom of the first. Strike. A 3-0 curveball. Put right down the middle. It's a gutsy pitch. The base is loaded. 3-1 now. Ball 4. That's going to bring in the second run of the inning. And we have a timeout, defensive timeout for Kaiser. About to talk to the pitcher. Batter now is going to be number 8, Jake Ramey. And we're back here live. Ball 1 to Ramey. Five-two score. 2 runs are in from 1 hit, 1 error, and 3 walks. No outs in the inning. Bases are loaded. Here's the wind-up. Pitch is outside. 2 balls. And just like moving around on the infield net on this turf, not being used to it, same thing can happen with pitching. On a mound, elevated, just not used to it. Sometimes this will happen. As you've noticed, both pitchers are having troubles. 2 balls and 1 strike. Here's the wind-up with no outs. Ball. 3 balls and 1 strike. And wind up and delivery. Strike 2. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Hit the inside corner. And delivery. Base hit just over the shortstop's head. That's going to bring in the 3rd run of the inning. Makes it 5-3. Now batting is going to be number 17, Caden Leidick. No outs still. Pitch up and in. Ball 1. Didn't quite get far enough away that anybody's going to try to come home on that play. Pitcher was going to be right there to cover. Here's the wind-up with no outs. 2 balls. The delivery. Down. 3 balls. Don't give your defense much chance whenever you have all these base on balls, and that was both sides here, not just one. So we have 3 balls and no strikes. The windup. Strike on the corner. 3-1. Just needs to find that zone. Keep pounding it so you can get him to swing. 3-1 to count. There's a pop-up on the infield. That should be an infield fly. Batter is out. Infield fly is in effect with less than 2 outs and the bases loaded, amongst several other situations. That is second out of the inning. Or first out of the inning, my apologies. That'll bring up number 4, Will Lafferty. One ball. Last game, Lafferty was 1 for 1 with a sacrifice, a single, a walk, and 1 run scored. Here's a line drive, shortstop. That's going to bring in 2 runs and tie the game. And safe at second. Very smart play, advancing to second on that play from the throw. We'll call that one a single and then advancing on the throw. Runners now at second and third. Timeout called again by Kaiser, and we're going to have a change of pitching. Seven, Noah Broadwater. And we're back here on the record. The batter now is number 10, Noah Mathis. One ball. We're now tied at 5 in the bottom of the first. This is basically a marathon inning. Eating up a lot of the 1 hour and 50-minute time frame. 1 ball and 1 strike. Broadwater delivers. Nice block by the catcher. Runners are at second and third right now. Still only 1 out in the inning. Strike on the corner. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here's one hit out to center. I think center fielder's going to get it. And we have a tag. He's not going to try that. Oh, the ball gets by now. He's coming home. So that'll be a put out for the center fielder, but then the error on the throw from the center field will allow the run to score. So 2 outs. brings up number 1, Jaron Glick. 6-5 the score, bottom of the first. Ohio leads Kaiser. One strike delivery. Ball. One ball, one strike in the first inning. Two and one to count. 2 outs now. Ball is up. 3 balls, 1 strike. Runner on third base with 2 outs. 6-5, 6 runs in here in the first. All 4. Bring us back to the top of the order. 23, Aiden Slack. Question is, will the runner take off with first and third here, knowing there are 2 outs? And if he does, will the catcher make the play? Pretty good lead. Looks like he might be going. No, he stays. Nice save there by the catcher on the block. One ball. Checking the runner first. Long delay. Trying to vary his pace so that the runner doesn't get a really good idea of that. 1 and 1. Slack walked and scored in the first time up here in the top of this inning, or bottom of this inning earlier. There goes the runner. Again, we'll make that a defensive indifference. 2 balls and 1 strike with 2 outs. The delivery. Strike right there. 2 and 2 with 2 outs. 2 runners on. Slack back in. Getting ready. And the delivery. Outside. Full count. Here comes the payoff pitch. 2 outs, full count. Down, all 4. It's going to load the bases back up and bring up number 7, Garrett Williamson. Timeout is called. Catcher going to talk to the pitcher, and a couple of the runners in bat are going to talk to their third base coach, Doug Williamson. Williamson on the day is 4 for 4 with a single, double, and 2 triples. Not in this game, that includes last game. Plays back in. Here's the pitch. On the corner, strike 1. Here's the set and delivery. Strike two. Williamson didn't like the call, but looked like the catcher got mixed up on what the pitch was, where it was going to be. He was looking for outside, came inside, but it was there. Here's off the end of the bat, a base hit. It's going to bring in another 2 runs. Even when he doesn't hit it hard, he gets a base hit today. Runners now at first and second. 2 more runs come in. Batter now is going to be number 5, Dawson Maynard. Ball 1. Eight runs are in the inning. 2 balls. As we stand, this inning is probably going to be somewhere in the neighborhood of 45 to 50 minutes or more long. Ball 3. 3-0. Runners on first and second. 2 down. Bottom of the first. There's a 3-0 count. Pitch. Swinging. Hit to short. Play at first base. Ends the inning. Eight runs on 4 hits in the inning. So we're going to go to the second with the score at this point. The home, Ohio 8. The visiting, Kaiser 5. Here we go for the top of the second inning. For Kaiser, we're going to go right back to the top of the order. Number 3 is Sammy Vianney. See if the pitchers can catch that zone a little differently here in this second inning. One ball, one strike. Last inning, Vianney walked, had a stolen base, and several wild pitches to score the first run of the ball game. Seems like moons ago, yet it was only an inning. 2 balls and 1 strike. Foul out of play will be 2 balls and 2 strikes. Click sets. Pitches out of the set, not a windup. Ball's in dirt. That'll be a full count. Timeout was granted to the batter. No pitch. 3 balls, 2 strikes with no outs. Top of the second. Ball 4. It's going to bring up the number 13, Mason Kissamore. Runner goes. Pitch is high. No chance. Great jump on that play. Stolen base. Second stolen base of the game for him. 1 ball. Ball 2. Glick's going to send the ball in for a new one. There are 2 balls and no strikes. Runner at second base with no outs. Top of the second. 8-5 is the score. Ohio leading Kaiser. Set. Looks at the runner and delivers. Ball out of play. 2-1 to count. And the pitch. Line foul. Down the line. 2 balls and 2 strikes. The first inning, Kissamore struck out. Here comes set and delivery. Oh, right back to the pitcher, and he couldn't handle it. It's going to go as an error on the pitcher. And the runner will move to third base. Pitcher let that ball get back a little too far to him and hit that incline on the mound, and it went right up his arm and right over his mitt. That's going to bring up number 27, Noah Broadwater. First pitch is the ball. Timeout with a ball on the field. One of the fields next to us here, a young man hit a home run. It was a pretty good shot. Ball was in right field, so he had to take time. 1 ball to count. Here's the pitch. Runner goes. And again, they're just going to let him go, so defensive indifference again. That's the third one, I believe. We're at second and third with no outs. 8-5 is the score with 2 balls on them. Batter. Strike. So we have 2 balls and 1 strike now. 8-5 is our score, top of the second. That is 1 out. Brings up number 7, Gunnar Raleigh. Gunnar walked and scored in the first inning. So 1 down. Base hit here, put 2 runs in probably. Fought off the handle of the bat very slowly to second base. He'll go to first for 1. We'll bring in a run though. Two down, and the batter will be number 44, Danny Radish. 8-6 is our score now, with 2 down. Last time up for Radish, he walked and scored a run. There's a strike. 1-1. Here's the set with 2 outs. Delivery. Hit down the line. Foul ball. Just foul. That's going to be 2 strikes now. One ball and 2 strikes with 2 outs. Runner on third. Top of the second. Ohio leading 8-6 over Kaiser. Kaiser trying to get that 7th run in here. Set in the wine. Foul. Count remaining 1-2 with 2 outs. Glick looks in for the sign and comes set. Sky high ball. Looks like it's going to be in foul territory. See if third baseman could not get it. So we'll mark that down as an error on the third baseman. I believe that's 2 for them. I believe we have 2 for both teams at this point. 1 ball and 2 strikes with 2 outs. Have to try and get him out again. Here's the pitch. Ooh, and it's a wild pitch, bringing in that run. We're 2 balls, 2 strikes, with 2 outs here in a second. Score now 8-7, Ohio over Kaiser. Here's the pitch. Inside, we're at full count. Delivery. Struck him out on a high fastball. So in that inning, they got 2 runs without a hit. And at the end of an inning and a half, the score is Ohio Elite 8, the home team, and Kaiser 7, the visiting team. Welcome back here at Clarksburg City Park in Nutter Fort, West Virginia, Frank Gloria Stadium. Batter is number 9, Connor Lowe. It'll be 1 ball and 2 strikes on Connor. In the bottom of the second with the score 8-7. Ball. 2 balls and 2 strikes. First batter in the bottom of the second for Ohio. 2-2 pitch. Fouled off. Count remains 2-2. Outside for a 3-2 count. Sorry about that. Here comes the payoff pitch. Inside, ball 4. Second time he has walked today. The batter will now be number 2, Jacob Vanover. Vanover walked and scored in the first inning. One ball. One ball and one strike now. No outs with a runner on first base. Bottom of the second. Not much of a lead at first. There's a strike on the corner. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Or 1 ball and 2 strikes. My apologies. In the set, delivering. Foul ball down the third base line. So 1 and 2. With Lowe at first base, Van over at bat. Two and two. Broadwater is pitching for Kaiser still. Coming in the first to retire the side after all the walks and everything that happened. But then again, that happened with Ohio in the top of the first. Here's a shot past the third baseman. We'll mark that one a single. So we have runners at first and second now. And that'll bring up number 8, Jake Ramey. Still no outs. Jake is from Logan High School. One of the unique ones that bats left and throws right. Favorite baseball player Anthony Rizzo. Hoping to go to WVU and looking at engineering. Looks to be 2 balls and no strikes at this point. And the pitch. Right there on the corner. 2 balls and 1 strike. No outs. 2 balls and 2 strikes at this point. Runners on first and second. The infield fly rule is in effect. First and second with less than 2 outs. Wind up. Ball is going to be hit to first baseman. He'll make the attempt back to first and in time by about a step and a half. So first base unassisted for the first out of the inning, but it advances the runners to second and third. Now batting will be number 17, Caden Leidick. There's a ground ball solo over to the shortstop. It'll bring in the run and safe at first base. So that's going to be a base hit. Beat it out. Brings in a run. Batter down will be number 4, Will Lafferty. 1 out now. Runners on the corners. Time is called by the offense. See if they actually send the runner from first base. Ball's going to be up. Ball 1. One up in a pitch. Ball 2. They're going to throw. The runner was going, but he's going to be safe at second, and the run will come in and score. So a double steal. That'll make the score 10-7. Two-one count now. It's going to make it 3 balls and 1 strike. Runner at second base with 1 out here in the second. Set, and the delivery. Ball's up. So that'll be a ball 4. Puts runners at first and second with 1 out. And brings up number 10, Noah Mathis. Ball 1. One out in the inning. Scores 10-7 here in the bottom of the second. Here's a high pop-up. No infield fly on that because it has to be easily catchable, and it was not. So we'll mark that as a base hit because it kind of fell around with everybody around. Base hit puts the bases loaded. Time is called by Kaiser coach. Gonna have a change of pitching. Looks like number 5 will be our new pitcher. It's gonna be Trevor Bigelow. Back here live. So we have 1 out. Batter at this point is going to be number 1, Jaron Glick. Bases are loaded. Score is 10-7 in the bottom of the second. do a full wind up and deliver. Ball's up. 1 ball. Two balls. Full windup. Runners can get a little bit of a lead. Here's the delivery. That ball is skied up, but I believe it's going to be out of play. Yes, out of play. And thankfully, my car is not parked anywhere near where that ball came down. We're at 2 balls and 1 strike. 1 out. Bases are loaded here in the bottom of the second. Ohio leading Kaiser 10-7. Full wind. Ball's up. That's going to be 3 balls and 1 strike with 1 out. Full wind up. Delivery. Ball 4 outside. It's going to bring in another run. Score now 11-7. We'll come back to the top of the lineup. And number 23, Aiden Slack. Aiden officially has no at-bats. He has been walked twice thus far, scoring 1 run. Delivery. Strike 1. And strike 2. The ball is in 2 strikes. One out here. 2-strike pitch. Curveball outside. Nice 0-2 pitch. 1-2 the count. Delivery. Down. 2 balls, 2 strikes. We're here at Frank Loria Stadium, the home field for Salem University's baseball team. Brand new turf installed. This is at Nutter Fort, West Virginia. There's a strike on the corner, strike 3. That will be the second out of this inning. And bring up Garrett Williamson, number 7. Garrett has not been retired today. 2 triples, 2 singles, and a double. This is kind of off the end of the bat, but it might very well fall in. It does. He'll have a single and bring in another 2 runs. Seems like nobody can get him out at this point, even when whether he hits the ball hard or doesn't hit it hard. Batter now is going to be number 5, Dawson Maynard. 2 outs in the inning. First and third, so the pitcher will stretch. Pretty big lead at first, and they're not holding him on, so no, he's not going. One strike here. Again, not holding the runner at first base. Ball. That was up and in. 1 ball, 1 strike. Runners at first and third here. We're going to have a courtesy runner. That'll be 23, Aiden Slack. Going to be replacing Jaron Glick. Jaron is the pitcher. With a 1 ball, 1 strike count and 2 outs, we have another timeout on the field here with the defense. I believe this is their second charge timeout. So while we have a second, just letting you know we are coming to you live from Nutterfort, West Virginia, Clarksburg City Park, the Frank Gloria Stadium Field for Tournament Time Sports' 9th Annual Battle of the Bats. This is a 16 under division you're watching. Third game of 5 today on this field. Next game will be at approximately 5:30, maybe 5:15 to 5:30, and the other one, last one, will be around 7:30 to 7:45. Video is from Video Productions in Charleston, West Virginia. Owner Butch Mounts is Timothy Roy and Colin here assisting as well. Back to action. It's 1 ball and 1 strike with 2 outs. Runners on the corners. 13-7, bottom of the second. Ohio leading Kaiser. Ohio at bat. Ohio in the blue. Kaiser in gold. There's a wild pitch. That will bring in another run. Makes the score 14-7 now. Runner now only at second base. Ball's up. 3 balls and 1 strike. Two outs here. Set and the pitch. Strike. Pitcher at this point is number 5, Trevor Bigelow. Be off the end of the bat. I think center fielder's going to get it. Yes, that'll end the inning. They score 6 runs in that inning on 4 hits. At the end of 2 complete, the score is Ohio Elite 14, Kaiser Outlaws 7.
Join us for the 2021 season. Take the field against some of the most elite teams in the region: Flood City, Beaver Valley, West Virginia Knuckleheads, and many more. Some of the exciting features of Tournament Time Sports are USSSA sanctioned events, PBR scouted events, state power rankings, and premier venues. Don't miss out on this chance to rub elbows with baseball's best. For more information, visit us at www.tournamenttimesports.com. Tournament Time Sports. Investing in West Virginia's youth baseball.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We're here for the top of the 3rd inning for Kaiser, visiting team. Kaiser Outlaws. Batter is number 2, Brody Whitehair. Brody's from Fairmont Senior High School. His favorite baseball player is Bryce Harper, and his favorite athlete is Lamar Jackson, and he is an athlete. Interested in LSU University. Two balls. See how many innings we can get in this game with the 1 hour and 50-minute time limit. We're only here in the top of the third, and we are probably less than a half hour left. 3 balls, no strikes. All 4. There's a walk to lead off the third. Now coming up will be number 5, Trevor Bigelow. Trevor, also from Fairmont Senior, plays third, first, and pitches. Interested in Slippery Rock University and exercise science.
Maybe smart here too.
1 strike on Trevor. Oh, great jump on first base. Definitely had that base stolen if that wouldn't have been a base hit. A base hit up the middle. Getting a little something going here. It's runners on first and second with no outs. The batter will be 21 Hayden Jones. Hayden from Fairmont Senior as well. His favorite actor is The Rock. Slow roller at third base. Actually, the pitcher has it. It'll be a hard play, but he actually got him out. Good play by the pitcher. That would be Glick. 1 out at this point. Runners now at second and third with batting number 11, Rylan Rock. Rylan is from Robert C. Byrd in Clarksburg. His favorite actor is Kevin Hart. 1 ball. There's 1 out, 14-7 here in the top of the third. Strike 1. One and 1 the count. That's the ball. Up. Barely even a cloud in the sky today at this point. Now, early this morning, we had really big fog. Finally left around maybe 9:30. That's going to be a hit by pitch, loading the bases. Now we have temperatures in the upper 70s. Tomorrow will be a little bit warmer, but none of that humidity. So, again, 2 good days for baseball. This will bring up number 4, Ethan Miller. 1 out. Bases are loaded. Ethan from Fairmont Senior, and his favorite athlete is Russell Westbrook. They had a big win yesterday with defeating the Lakers in Game 1. He wants to possibly look at sports management. His favorite actor is Keanu Reeves. There's going to be a wild pitch and bring in and run. Count is 1 ball and 1 strike. Catcher goes out to talk to the pitcher. (14-8) the score here in the top of the third. 1 ball and 1 strike with 1 out. Runners on second and third. Kaiser, the visiting team, is down 14-8 to Ohio. Right. Oh, it was actually 1 ball and 2 strikes. My apologies. So that'll be the second out. That'll bring us back to the top of the order. Number 3, Sammy Vianney. Sammy has walked twice and scored twice and has 2 stolen bases. There's a ball down the line, foul. One strike, 2 outs, runners on second and third. Set and the pitch. Up high. Click comes set. The 1-1 pitch. Ball down and out. Two balls and 1 strike with 2 outs and 2 on. Here's the set and the pitch. Ball. 3 balls and 1 strike. Three balls and 2 strikes. Going to be a full count. First base is open. 2 down in the inning. That and the payoff pitch. Outside, ball 4. Third walk of the game for Vianney. Loads up the bases. And the batter now will be 13, Mason Kissamore. Strike on the corner. Here comes the set with a 1 strike count. Check swing goes to the first baseman, should end the inning. Underhands to the pitcher. Good play. That will end the inning, but they get 1. 1 run on 1 hit. At the end of 2.5 innings, the score is home Ohio Elite 14 and the visiting Kaiser Outlaws 8. Ladies and gentlemen, we're back here for the bottom of the third. Time will be running out here shortly. Next game is scheduled to begin at 5:30. They'll probably be a little bit early on that. That will be the Ohio Elite, a different Ohio Elite team, playing Flood City Elite. This is Ohio Elite Kubbs. That will be Ohio Elite Brumfield. The batter for this Ohio Elite leading this inning off is going to be number 9, Connor Lowe. One ball and one strike. No outs, nobody on. Wind up, inside. Trevor Bigelow still pitching for Kaiser. Kaiser in the gold in the field, visiting team. Ohio Elite Kubbs batting in the blue uniforms. It's ball 3. 3 balls and 1 strike at this point. Ball 4. That is actually his 3rd walk of the game, all 3 times. The batter will be number 2, Jacob Vanover. Coming set and delivering. Ball up. Here's the set and the delivery. Again, ball. 2 balls at this point. Two-0 delivery. That's a strike. Ball on field, quick time. It's a ball, making it 3-1. Been a tough one on both sides in this ball game for the pitchers trying to really hit the strike zones. Ball 4. That'll be his 2nd walk to go with a single. First and second with nobody out, the batter is going to be number 8, Jake Ramey. Ball 1. Nice breaking ball for strike 1. One pitch. Ball. 2-1. No outs here with the 2-ball, 1-strike count. Here's a fly ball to right field. Camping underneath the right fielder. He'll make the catch. Both runners will return to the bag. That'll be the first out of the inning. And brings up 17, Caden Leidick. Set and pitch. That's going to be hit down. That's a fair ball down the left field line. Brings in 1 run. Be a double. Bringing in 1. Runners now on second and third with only 1 out. Makes the score 15-8. Batting will be number 4, Will Lafferty. Ball. Ball pitch. Inside. 2 balls. Runners on second and third at this point. 15-8 is our score. The home Ohio Elite batting, leading the game over Kaiser Outlaws. Strike 2. Or strike 1, correct me. 2 balls and 1 strike. Three and 1. Runners on second and third. 1 out, a 3-1 pitch. Full windup, no stretch. Ball 4. That'll be his second walk to go with a base hit. Brings up number 10, Noah Mathis. Number 8, Jake Ramey is courtesy running. There's a pop-up into right field. I believe that's going to fall for a base hit. Get in 1 run. The runners all had to stay to see if it was going to be caught. So that's a single to right. That's his second base hit. Brings in another run. And the batter will be number 1, Jaron Glick. 1 out with the bases loaded. Jaron has walked twice and scored twice. And the pitch here. Strike. No balls and 2 strikes. A very nice curveball. See what he wants to throw here. He's way ahead. No balls and 2 strikes. He's going to wind up with the bases loaded. And the pitch. Another strike. Nice little curveball just broke right in there. That'll be the second out of the inning. And brings us back to the top of the order in number 23, Aiden Slack. Wind up in the pitch. Oh, that one got away from him. And the runner's not coming, so the Pitcher with a nice covering at the home plate. So that's ball one. One ball, no strikes, 2 outs. Bases are loaded. Ball 2. Three balls. Aiden was part of the group of 6 players on this team that won the West Virginia Little League Championship back in, I believe, 2016. Went to the Southeast Regional in Georgia. It's ball 4. That will bring in a run. It's Aiden's 3rd walk of the game. And that is the 17th run. And a young man who has not been out yet the whole day, Garrett Williamson, now batting, number 7. Taking ball 1. The pitch. 2 balls. Here's a pop-up. Going to be into the netting. Strike 1. Had a chance maybe earlier today when the wind was blowing, but today or now we have no wind blowing. Flag is just standing limp out in center field. 2 balls and 1 strike with 2 outs. Bottom of the 3rd, 17-8, the home team, Ohio leading. Williamson with a 2-1 count. Here's the windup and the pitch. Ball, 3 balls and 1 strike. Three-one pitch. Ball 4. Well, at least he didn't get a triple, but does bring in another run. It's going to make the score 18-8, and the batter will be number 5, Dawson Maynard. Dawson's favorite baseball player is David Ortiz. Favorite actor, Adam Sandler. One and one the count. 2 out in the inning. Here's the delivery. Reaches out and puts it right out over shortstop in front of center fielder. Base hit to bring in another run. Mm-hmm. 19-8 is the score. Brings up number 9, Connor Lowe. Foul ball. That will be strike 2 on Connor. There are 2 outs. And the wind-up with the bases loaded and 2 outs. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Ball. 1-2. Two and two. Two down in the inning. Be a crowd here today for one of the tournament games. Temperature around 80, not quite. That's a ball outside, 3 balls and 2 strikes with 2 out. Inside out swing, pops it to shortstop, and it will end the inning. They scored 5 runs that inning on 3 hits. So at the end of 3 complete, the score is Ohio Elite 19, Kaiser Outlaws 8. All right, ladies and gentlemen, the time has run out. The final at this point is 19-8 after 3 innings. Ohio Elite Kubbs over Kaiser Outlaws. We do pick a most outstanding player for each team in these games that are being televised. For Kaiser, we're going to go with Sammy Vianney. He was the leadoff hitter. He had 3 walks, scored 2 runs, and had 2 stolen bases. For Ohio Kubbs, it's going to be Garrett Williamson again. Same one as the first game. He was 3 for 3 with a triple, 2 singles, and a run. Several RBIs. So that's what we have for this game. We are 3 down with 2 to go. It's a little after 5. The next game is scheduled to start at 5:30. We'll probably be somewhere between 5:15 and 5:30. Check back with us. The games are on Tournament Times Facebook or Video Productions Facebook, Video Productions YouTube, and Video Productions Twitter. Video Productions is out of Charleston, West Virginia, with Butch Mounts as the owner and operator. Look forward to having some more games with you all around. And again, if you're any of the universities that have been watching this and scouting some kids, if you have any questions about anything, you need to contact anybody, feel free to contact Doug or Chad at Tournament Time, and they will direct you anywhere they can as far as helping you. Thank you, and 3 down, 2 to go.